Hey, Spade Adventurers, and welcome back to some more SpadeGalzOriginal. I'm Master Spins from this channel as the creator and the owner, and I also create and own SpadeGalzProductions. So if you want to know what's there, we got gaming, unboxings, and it's fantastic. Over here, we've got other things than vlogs, but the vlogs are amazing, so check the rest of them out after this video. We also have script stories like Girl Cyclone, Quincore, and Floor Eye, which is what this channel was generally based off of. So you can thank Carvitz and all of them for this channel's existence. Yay. Okay, so as you guys might know, I have a list of vlogs just on my iPod, on my phone, more on my iPod and my old iPod. There are some that I just really don't get to, and today I just kind of felt, why not record a vlog? Because I'm comfortable. I just tried doing a video. I don't know if it's gonna go up, so I don't want to say what it is. But in the future, if I ever see this, I'll know what it is. So today, I'm gonna go back to the topic of me being extremely clumsy. So if you don't know, a while back, I ended up doing a video. Was it Embarrassing Abyss? I don't remember if it was Embarrassing Abyss or not. I don't think so. But I believe the video was called I'm like terribly clumsy or I'm dangerously clumsy. Well, today I'm going to talk about one specific thing about me being clumsy. So one thing I have trouble with is apparently sitting down. Oh, thanks, Uvu. That's great. I'm trying to record a vlog. I've got 3 instances that I know of. And that I know of, I mean that I completely remember and that have all happened this year. And maybe I should just stay away from chairs, to be honest with you. Okay, so the first one is back when I was in Entre, like around the first 2 quarters. It wasn't even after winter break, I think, because Mr. Let's just call him Mr. Entre, because I don't want to use his real name, and the class was Entre. So Mr. Entre, I believe, was still there, and I had my MacBook plugged in, and the thing is, where the outlet was, it wasn't like right next to me. It was in the middle. Think of a bunch of tables, some chairs, and in the middle of those tables is many extension cords where you can just plug things in. I was at the end of the table with somebody sitting next to where I would be. So if I needed to plug in my MacBook, I would have to ask if I could switch seats, which honestly, if you don't know, that is super extremely awkward, especially for me. I don't know if you've ever had to do that, but it feels really weird, especially when they have earbuds in. So I asked him, and he was cool about it. He was fine about it. So I sat, and unfortunately for me, the whole table was full. It was me and 3 other people. So next to me, there was a girl, and she was kind of confused why I was sitting there, and I explained the situation. Thing is, I needed to still unplug the MacBook. Now, I'm not sure if you know where this is going, but let me kind of sum it up for you a little bit. I went to unplug my MacBook. I ended up tripping. Don't remember exactly how I tripped, but I was this close to landing on the girl, but I flew myself back into the chair and somehow managed to get one of my feet, my foot, under the chair. So I was essentially sitting on my foot through the means of a chair. And I was just like, I almost just fell on a girl. It's unplugged. There's now me on a chair that is on my foot that I am now decimating. So, okay, I'm the only one who got hurt. So that's great. it wasn't too embarrassing out of all of these, but actually the order these went in are actually from least to most embarrassing / awkward. So as I said, there are 3 of them. The second one happened after second quarter. So I believe it was somewhere around third quarter, like the beginning of third quarter. And I'm taking photography class right now as I'm recording this. We have only a few days left. Yay! But I'm taking photography, and we sit in stools. Not chairs, not anything with a back, stools. So one day when I went to get up, and I was listening to music, you know, just having my own chill, being my own person, being all happy, all zen, all great with the world, I stand up to clean up and somehow manage to get my foot caught on the stool. Now, it's bad enough that it's a metal stool that falls like this onto a 90-degree angle. Instead, the world decided after that to make a secondary noise and give an aftermath of it finishing a 180. So where I would be sitting was now on the floor. Great, right? A metal stool that 180'd itself, not in complete succession, but ended up being landed there, which I had to deal with because I had to sit back down for the first place. And B, I'm not a complete jerk, so I wouldn't just leave it for him to flip back over. But thankfully, since I was listening to music, I pretended like I completely didn't even realize that it had happened, and I continued to do that when I flipped the chair back and sat down. I'm pretty sure a lot of people were like, "What is this guy doing? What is his problem?" And outside, I probably just looked kind of like an idiot because I had no reaction, nothing at all, pretended like I had no clue what was going on, as I said. But inside, I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, no, no, no! Like dying of anxiety and just like, please, for the love of Almighty, why is this happening to me? And I was just like, ugh. But again, another incident where no one got hurt. So, thumbs up for that. And now you might be wondering, why do you keep saying that? Well, mainly because it's only my embarrassment that results in this, and I want to let you know that no one got hurt. This third one got very close to someone getting hurt, and this one happened, I want to say the most recently, if I'm remembering correctly. So this was in English class. I was sitting at my desk, and they're all different forms of chairs that I messed up with. You know the stereotypical school desk, but not the large one, like the really tiny one, which for some reason somebody decided it was a great idea to just design, instead of having a square area like this, to have it be like this, and then have this at the side where you can't do anything with that space because it's too freaking small. I'm sorry, but that just bothers me. Who thought that was a good idea? You do nothing with it. It can't help you. It can't hold your pencil. You can't just be like, hey, desk, hold my pencil. And it just be like, okay. Because it doesn't have a pencil holder in front. And now I'm running low on battery, so that's great. But you can't hold it. And your desk is just like, and you're just like, ugh. Why desk? Why do you exist? Why is there not just that one desk that makes perfect sense? I'm sorry, I went up on a tangent. But I sit in like the front row, and it's 3 desks back, and this was after I had moved. Well, we were watching the Frankenstein movie after reading the book, which, I mean, it was pretty good, but considering I was sick for 3 weeks, I missed a lot of the book, but the movie was pretty good. Not saying you shouldn't read the book, you know. As it was dark and we were watching a movie, A girl who I knew her in elementary school, and the girl she was going to talk to I also know in elementary school, but I also don't want to say their names, so there's that. But I'm just gonna call her J, you know, just the letter J, I guess, just for simplicity, okay? So Jay went over to walk to the other girl, who I will call M, again, for simplicity. So when Jay went over to M, I had my foot out, and I was comfortable, not paying attention at all. Well, you know the suffering pain when somebody just randomly steps on your foot, and, you know, mostly you just keep it there so you don't bother them? Well, I didn't know that she stepped on my foot until she did, so that startled me. I flung my foot back with her foot still on mine. So instead of just being like a slight problem of, oh, I stepped on your foot, I am so sorry, I end up tripping her because she is on my foot, and it got like this close by her finger just brushing across my face, and I was just like, oh gosh, please be okay. But she stumbled back to standing up, and we both started apologizing to each other. I felt bad because I almost made her fall flat on her face, which, you know, doesn't really look good at all, and something I really don't want to do, even though it's accident. And she felt bad because she stepped on my foot, which generally you're not supposed to do, but the room was dark and, you know, things like that happen. But all in all, everyone was okay. She was okay. The second girl was just put in there for, you know, reasons of, to give you an explanation of why the first girl was walking over there. So yeah, chairs hate me. Chairs really hate me. The fact that I had so many incidences with chairs, and I mean the third one was me sitting down in a chair, but I felt that I wanted to make the vlog a little bit longer, so I'd add it anyway. But yeah, so that's the end. No one got hurt except for my emotional debris of functioning, which was slightly chipped from pretty much all of these. But if you liked that, hit the like button down below, hit subscribe, and hopefully you don't want me to do more stupid things with chairs. However, a clumsy person does not cease to be clumsy after they have been clumsy for their whole life. So trust me, there will be clumsiness vlogs that are gonna happen. I've already got one lined up, but I'm gonna save that because I'm just doing this one. But if you want to check out the script stories that I mentioned, Girl of Cyclone, Quincore, Fluoride, whatever, you guys can check the information button and end screen as I said. Then if you also want updates, you're like, when are you coming out with Fluoride episode 4 or the next freaking Quincore episode, because it's been like 2 months since Quincore, what are you doing? Then you guys can check Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Generally, updates will be on Twitter, so you guys can check that outly doodas, because that's a fun. And I'm gonna stop pointing because pointing's always awkward. Pointing is always awkward, but I'm not gonna go into a tangent about pointing. I say as I keep pointing. Pointing. Okay. Jeez. But yeah, check out the other vlogs, which will also be in the playlist on the home area. And if you want to know what we're doing on the gaming channel, we've got a ton of stuff going on. So just click videos and playlists. I did make a few new playlists for some of the older stuff, so we're just a tiny bit more updated now. So you guys can go check that out. And I will hopefully be doing a collab very soon. So if you want to see that, again, let me know in the comment section down below. And hopefully I can get more collabs. but we're still building up, and, you know, we've already had this talk in descriptions before. But before I drag on this outro any longer, I'll leave you guys be. Oh yeah, and keep your toes safe. Boop.